one person flourishing or getting a few things, or you may even be surprised, some of the things that people are jealous of you over, or why they have this bad energy towards you. You might be surprised at some of the reasons. And then, when it also comes to the workplace and bad vibes and competition, it kind of feels like you don't feel like you're in competition with anybody, but that other person, that other colleague of yours, feels like you guys are in a serious competition. You're in a very tough competition, even in school, because I remember this happened to me once. Okay, not that I'm bragging, but yeah, I can use this opportunity to brag, I guess. So in uni, there was a time, that one time actually, where I was the highest student in class. And it was actually my first year, first semester, highest student in class. Of course, nobody saw that coming. Even I didn't see coming. Like, I literally was shaking throughout the period where my results were being calculated. I couldn't even calculate it myself. That's how bad it was. But I ended up being the best student in class, for the first semester, first year. And of course, my life throughout from year one to year four was just, everybody thinking, oh, you're the brilliant one and all that. That aside, I had this person who I considered a friend, but, in my own mind, right, we would go to class together, try to study together sometime, etc, etc. But then I began to realize that, at some point for her, it felt like she was in competition with me, like she had to get better scores than I did in certain topics. And I didn't realize it on time. It was much later, maybe by the time we got into like year two or year three, that I actually had to sit down with myself and I realized that, okay, there's something going on here. Because so every time there was an examination or a test, she was very particular about what I got or what she got, blah, 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 ways that she did better than I did, making sure that she was friends with lecturers, etc, etc. And meanwhile, for me, it was just, oh, we have a friendship. For her, it was, she was in competition with me. And I wasn't even in competition with anybody because, yeah, like I really couldn't be bothered. But it took a while for me to realize that this person was actually in competition with me. And I think I found that, in certain situations or certain times, at different times in life, with friendships, with colleagues, I've also found out that, there are times where people feel like, I'm not really sure the word is threatened, but they kind of feel like they're in competition with you anyway, even when you don't competition with them or you're in competition with anyone. So yeah, pretty much that is what we are looking at. So remember, if you want to send a message in, the number is 0809 444 That is our WhatsApp number. You can also tweet at smooth981fm. Women and how we deal with bad vibes, competition amongst women. Is it even necessary, especially the competition part? I remember the time, Chimamanda Adichie's, a part of Chimamanda Adichie's speech was included in a song by Beyonce, and she was really talking about how, right from when ladies are young or kids are young, they're raised in such a way that, they tend to put girl against girl, so it's like right from time you're taught that you have to look better than this girl, you have to look better than that girl, you have to speak better than her, you have to be able to snag a man better than the other girl, or if one girl gets this man, your own man has to be higher. It's like, that's just how girls have been raised, so I kind of feel like, okay, yeah, maybe it's in the system some way or the other, but is it one of the things we're trying to unlearn or learn, or is it just a natural thing? Does it just come with women? Because most times kind of see guys and they're just cool, they're just good. So yeah, let us know, drop your comments. Remember, we are on Twitter as well as Instagram. We are on Twitter as at smooth981fm, and on Instagram we are at smooth981. Okay, so guys, that is what we are talking about. Remember to join in, drop your comments, and much more. I am going to go on a quick break, and when I return, I'll be checking out what your thoughts are. Smooth. Love music. Love life. 98.1. calling?
Nikki.
There's no need to call her.
See the world. Experience its wonders when you fly for business or pleasure. Make that travel memorable. Discover people, culture, and new destinations with Travel Wings. Tune
So if
in
she said she could
every
not do this
weekday
thing,
morning
then
to
what's her name?
Smooth
People would have
98.1
just
on Travel Wings Radio Show for
joined
travel
on the show.
information and everything
Oh,
in
let me call
between to keep you up to date. Be part of the show, engage, and stand a chance to win yourself amazing, mind-blowing prizes. Travel Wings Radio Show on Smooth 98.1 every weekday from 7 a.m. Travel Wings. Get your wings to fly.
Yes, it's Brimo on the Casbah. Here on Smooth. I like the way you record takes like this. Like it's not jam. Find out put to make up look cake up drive around the Lagos. Life on the wake up, stay away up, don't want me to pick up. She get her own, she make her way. She wake up, she like a man, we go make her stay. She be boss, he say who you think say you are. You know go act like a woman, will you be? She say
Hi.
Pele, I've been on Ajala Deku since one tanker just blocked road. You have
Yeah.
to wait for it to pass.
Dr. Would you please help me tell me that this thing can't type with it on the system? What's the something's going on? The keyboard. The keyboard for Zeta. How are you?
Hi there, how are you? Fine, how was
It
yours?
was good. Okay, so we'll come back after this song. So talking about bad vibes and competition amongst women.
Amongst women, Abby?
Yeah. Solicited and unsolicited. So
Nice.
yeah, that's what we're looking at today.
the only thing is I feel like in the music industry at least, people always say that there should be women should always come together, but then at the end of the day we have the men that are the ones that are running, they are the promoters, they are the ones that are going to get you on gigs. So at the end of the day, they always have one slot for one woman. And so sometimes you might not want to have bad vibe with your female this thing, but because it's just that one slot,
One slot.
so it's not like it's intentional. But unintentionally you are in a competition.
Hey, I thought I was supposed to disturb you. Didn't know what was going on.
Sorry.
Hey, Mr. X.
Thank you very much. Gracias muchas.
Must have been a wire disconnected or something.
Yeah, definitely. Says me, I don't know anything about wires. All right, we're up. All right, City of Lagos, still right here on the Casbah. That was Brimo with the song called "Do You Know Me?" Okay, talking about some of the few guys who are kind of feminist at heart. But hey, guess what, Lagos? I am joined by Nikki Laoye right now for the second part of this segment. It's Soul Sisters with Khadijah. And yes, my soul sister today is Nikki Laoye. Hi, Nikki.
Hi, how are you doing?
I am good. How are you? How's your weekend?
Oh, it's great. Rested much, of course, with all that rain in this Lagos.
Ah, I wish I got some rest, but that's just for another day. All right, so today we're looking at, dealing with bad vibes and competition amongst women. Now, if you're a woman out there, you spend some quality time on earth, I'm pretty sure you may be able to relate. All right. Remember, if you want to be a part of the show, call us on 0144 or send a WhatsApp number with the number 0809 444 Don't forget, you can tweet at smooth981fm or drop a comment on our Instagram page at smooth981. You can check us out on YouTube as well, smooth981. Okay, so today we're looking at dealing with bad vibes and competition amongst women. Have you ever found yourself in this type of position?
It
At
happens all
work,
the time.
at play, family, home.
It happens all the time.
So how do we deal with it?
Well, the truth is just that, funny enough, it's great that we're talking about this today because something beautiful actually happened in the past week. We ladies actually hung out last week. Becca, that is the Ghanaian musician, actually had a dinner and for we female artists just last week, and we were all there. Tiwa Savage, myself, Omaomi, Latasha, Banke, Biwam, a lot of even upcoming artists. It was a mix of upcoming established artists, Sasha P, everybody were together. And Becca just decided that let's all that she's been in the industry for 13 years just like me, and she had not really met or known any one of us one-on-one. And she just decided that, okay, I'm just gonna have this dinner, we all come together. And the truth is, at that dinner we all talked. We talked about the same issue, about these bad vibes and blah blah blah. And one or two of us actually said that sometimes it's people that instigate these things. Like a lot of artists were saying when they started out, their management or some people would tell them, hey, don't hang with these people. Once you hang with them, you're dropping your crown. Don't you know that you're a queen? You're dropping your crown. So we're all laughing at it. We're like, which crown are you dropping? Stuff like that. People actually opened up. If Becca herself opened up that things like that, sometimes your people or friends or people around you just give you wrong information, wrong advice. That end of them makes you look snobbish, make you look terrible. Meanwhile, that's not the kind of person you are. So sometimes these bad vibes are not even real. They are perceived notions that people have of you based on maybe the kind of picture or image that people have placed about you or something someone has said about you, even though we know that, yes, they are typical bad vibes. There's some people that just decide, this one, you're my competition. No way. I can sing better than you. I can act better than you. So no way I can allow you to win that award. And then all kinds of drama. I think people instigate, like sometimes you, as in being an OAP, you know how we can do these things. And especially when you have a guest, there's a way you can throw one question like that that'll cause trouble.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way. So it's just everybody needs to be wise. And like I said at that meeting that night, I said, see, you know what? There will be no bad vibes or competition if you realize that you have your own space. You have your
I say
own
that
you have
all
your own
the time.
region, what God has given you to do or be. Nobody can ever be like you. The moment you realize that there is no competition, but the moment you feel that person has something that you don't have or whatever, that's what starts all these bad vibes and stuff. I see people, sometimes people still do that kind of thing to me, and I look at it, I'm like, you have time, oh, I really don't have time, and I just ignore. But really, that's what causes the number one perceived notions. When people just look at you from far, that girl, she must be snobbish. She doesn't have respect. Can you imagine? She passed me. She didn't even greet me.
Please, let's not even go there. I kind of feel like for some reason everybody's attacking Tiwa. If she's not passing them and ignoring them, her career is perceived to be small. Of which she already showed you guys the real thing at the end of the video in $49.99. By the way, in case you wondered if it was there, it is there.
Oh my God.
But yeah, by the way, we're just talking about how, for instance, when it comes to some shows, I kind of look like Tiwa is kind of like the most attacked person.
Uh,
So she'll be the perfect person
I'm telling
to,
you.
really share with you and talk to you all
And
about these things.
oh,
And
wow.
I remember there was a time she was being attacked that, oh yeah, that who does she really think she is,
Mm-hmm.
that who made her the queen of Afrobeat music, etc. And a show promoter actually came up and was like, you know what, these things you guys are talking about, by the time the show comes up and the organizers are like, they want to do a show, they want the
Yeah.
person who is really selling.
Yeah.
So if the other person's name doesn't come, so it's not really an attack on you, it's not really that person's
Yeah.
fault, that the organizers just want who they
They
want.
want what they
But
want.
we women tend to perceive it as, something else sometimes. And like you mentioned earlier, especially in the workplace, I have had situations where, people may feel, I don't want to use the word threatened,
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like, because I'm like, it's just tiny me. Have you met me? Like I'm tiny. I have a very small stature. Like, how can you be threatened by me? At the end of the
Honestly.
day. But I kind of feel like people don't realize that, I mean, I've been in situations where some of the people are actually really funny. They're very funny people,
Yeah.
but because I have something that they don't have, and they fail to see what they have that is working for
Yep.
them.
That's just what it is.
I remember being in the situation with somebody who was actually really funny. Like, if she would open her mouth, like, all she needs to do is open her mouth and everybody would start laughing. But for some weird reason, she didn't see that. I'm not the type of person who would open my mouth and everybody would start laughing.
Yeah.
I don't have that. But that was something great that she
She
had,
had.
and that was what was working for her, and that was what everybody wanted from her. So when she wasn't around, people would miss her because
Yeah.
she had that factor, she had the humor, to the show. But she didn't see that.
Yeah.
All she saw was, no, 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 this girl, yeah, you
This
must
guy-
go.
You must go. Abby, you must go.
That type of thing. So I'm like, where is it coming from? And then there's also the thing of
Okay.
healthy competition and
Mhm.
unhealthy competition.
Mhm.
So what's healthy? What's unhealthy?
See, yeah. Funny enough, it's amazing that we're talking about this because I kept seeing things yesterday or in the past few days that are in line with what we're talking about. I actually saw a video last night of there's some kind of documentary that was done about Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, and the two of them were talking that actually when they both started their careers, they were staunch enemies of each other because Sly and Arnold were actually nominated for the same Golden Globe Awards. And of course, because Sylvester Stallone felt like he had been there before Arnold Schwarzenegger, was like, who is this guy that is not even from America, and all of that. And all of a sudden, Arnold actually won the award and Sylvester didn't win. So that thing got him very upset. And he was like, what? That man is going to make sure that he's better than this guy. And this other, Arnold too was like, who is this guy? The two of them actually said it. The two of them now start competing against each other. They start looking for, they start gymming that who has more muscle than the other one, who is killing the most inside movies, who is blah, blah, blah. The two of them were now competing so bad that it now got to a point that even agents were now using it against them. Agents will come and meet Sylvester Stallone and say, if you don't do this movie, they're already pitching it to Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that's what made, Sylvester Stallone to make a wrong decision that time to do that movie of Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, because the movie tanked and didn't do well. And of course, Sylvester Stallone was now given that one bad award like that for not doing well. And Arnold Schwarzenegger too was feeling good with himself. And he himself now made a mistake too and now did this other movie. I forgot the name of his own movie that also tanked as well. That it was until the two of them now failed, they now stopped and said, see, why are we competing against each other? That instead they actually noticed that while competing though, they had made each other also better at what they were doing because they had made themselves become better actors. And the two of them now stopped and said, wait, I am you, you are me. We're not supposed to be competing. We're actually very alike. And the moment they saw that, they decided to become best friends. That till today, right now, they're actually each other's best friends and realize that healthy competition is good when it makes you become better instead of you thinking that no, I'm better than this person or than that person. So that's something about healthy competition. When you see that person even drives you to make you want to do better. That's actually healthy competition. Maybe when you see that person has achieved this and you're like, wow, me too, I can do this now, why am I dulling? And instead it pushes you to become better. Not what do you mean,
Not that you have to override the person and outshine the person,
because everybody
or make the person feel
Yeah.
bad or make the person look bad.
Yeah, because the truth is, there are many stars in the sky. There's space for each one in the sky.
Definitely.
So there's space for each one of us to actually express all our gifts and be a blessing in every way that God has called us to be.
You know what? Thank you very much for that, Nikki. That is very good advice. So yeah, I guess we could probably go with the competition thing.
Yeah.
But as long as it is healthy
Healthy.
competition. But how about people who just plain just have bad vibes towards you? They're
Ah.
nasty towards you.
Oh.
They don't have anything good to say about you or your work.
I've seen a lot. I know of one even right now that till today we don't understand why. And it's not just to me alone. We're a group of people that do some things together. I'm not going to openly.
Yeah,
You know,
and you can
and this
tell that
particular
this is
person
not
just doesn't talk to any one of us, doesn't say hi. And then we're like, we've never had any issues with this person, and it makes no sense. But we've decided to just ignore and just move on. We're like, whenever that person decides to wake up and realize that this thing you're doing makes no sense, we're working together, we're in the same sphere of space, and whatever. Okay, God be with you, God help you. But the truth is that people like that will always exist. You have no choice but to just shrug them off and move on. Really, you can't kill yourself.
well. I really hope you're not in a position where you can't really you can't really get rid of them, because sometimes it could be your colleagues or your boss, and then there's nothing you can do about it, really.
Nothing.
But yeah, I think at the end of the day, the long and short of it is, healthy competition. I actually got a message from Big E, who is listening from K2 today, who says 1, 2, 3, Nikki, whatever.
Hey.
And he says, I'm not for the whole feminism thing. I'm in support for womanism. Sometimes women are afraid of themselves. I've seen the perceived backbite by a popular radio OAP bad mouthing Toa. Work in your space and let your mind be comfortable. Flawless by Beyonce featuring Chimamanda. She's a feminist passing her own type of message. Don't forget she's married and she also has a daughter. Women need to put, or rather, drop and pick what suits them in their own lifestyle. I think Biggie, you just like said so many things in this one message, and I'm like,
Yes,
what's going on
actually.
here? But yeah, we quite agree with you in some
Yeah.
regard, Biggie. Thank you for dropping
Yeah,
the
shout out
message.
to you, Biggie. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so hey, that will be all for today. It kind of feels like the time is short.
Yeah, actually.
But hey, no worries. Remember, if you'd like to know what we talked about today, you can definitely check it out on YouTube. Just search for Smooth 981 if you want to drop a comment, maybe your experiences. Okay, definitely feel free to do that. You can also tweet at Smooth 981 if you'd like to continue the discussion with Nikki, though.
Yes, you can actually follow me at Nikki Laoye. That's NIKKILAOYE on all social media platforms.
All right, so that will be all for our Soul Sisters segment. We'll be back again on Wednesday by 1:30 p.m. So yeah, make sure you stick around for it. Okay. So yeah, remember Lagos in the 2 o'clock hour, it'll be time for our review of the new sounds we have on the Casbah. So stick around for that one. Ah.
I'm telling you.